Hello and welcome back to another episode of Toy Therapy. I'm the host of Toy Therapist, aka Matthew Grant, and today I'm going to do a quick response video to Dave Mence. Dave really put a really good video back, I think it was last week, regarding YouTube, the way it's going, and how's your channel going, and pretty much how is your collecting going. So this is going to be a response to Dave. And I've seen a few other people's videos going up and around, flying around, and I have been enjoying those videos as well, just to listen to other people's viewpoints on the subject as well. When it comes to my channel, I'm taking my channel into a bit of a different direction at the moment. I'm really going to have a good think about how I do that. I've done a few tests since I've been living up in Chippenham, doing live streams on computer games and so on, and I might be doing more of that as well. Looking to sort of blend in my Xbox as well to YouTube, because it's my main game system, and do more stuff with the VR as well, because I've got a VR now. But anyway, that's the sort of thing I'm thinking of doing, and also bringing movie goons into it as well a bit more. I need to sort of step up a gear on that. My timetable has been very inconsistent with regards to my channel and how it's been operating, so it has been as and when. I want to try and bring a bit more of a structure to it, hopefully soon. But since I moved from Cardiff into Chippenham, it has taken pretty much a little bit of a back step at the moment, because I'm just focusing on a few bits and pieces, like my job, and pretty much my home life here as well. So yeah, I had a bit of a juggle a few things at the moment, and trying to fit in a video or two is being a bit hard, but I'm going to make the extra effort as well, going to the gym and doing that sort of thing. So that's the sort of thing I'm going to start looking into it. So now, okay, how I feel how YouTube is going. There is a few problems with YouTube at the moment, I really think. Okay, there's a couple of people I really sort of lost respect for and how they operate in their channels, and some people I thought I'd lose respect for and haven't. And that's the sort of thing that's got me thinking. I mean, one of the main things I think is really bad for YouTube and how people operate is Patreon. I'm not really a big fan of it. For some people, they explain it and why they're using it, and how it all works for them. I'm fine with that, like Matthew Adams and how he uses it as well. And he didn't want to start it up in the beginning. He just felt it's not really for him. But since he quit his job and doing YouTube as a full-time career for him, I just went, bravo and good luck to you. And he's really flying, and he's really doing really well, and I love watching his content. There's other people out there like Optibonamus and how he uses it. I don't like it. It's the whole elitist thing with YouTube, getting those hits, getting that new product out there just to get the hits and just get the likes as well. I'm not really all that big fan of. There's people out there who who travel as well. There's God, what was it? Fuchs as well, and there's a few other people as well who go to comic book shows as well and conventions and see the new products and stuff like that, and do interviews as well. That's good. Pixel Dan, I think, is one, and Shadamus Prime as well. I enjoy watching those people. And they do the Patreon, and they do it in a different way as well. They got that reward scheme as well, which I do like. And now, with the whole thing with Patreon and how that works, it's one of the main reasons I stopped watching Optibonamus as well. For me, it's all about getting that out. It's more of a business, and for him, yeah, okay, but I just find him really annoying with regards with reviews and how he comes across. I mean, people in his comments as well. I had a few comments with him, and I said a few things, and he just tore me down. I was like being really nice, and that just left a bit of a sour taste in my mouth. So I really have stopped watching Optibonamus. I just can't listen to his voice. I just can't. I really can't. But anyway, with regards to my collecting, I have to have a really big think what I was doing. Going back before I moved to Chippenham and changed jobs, I had to do a lot of packing. I had to pack down my collection. and I didn't realize how much stuff I managed to collect over the years. For me, it was almost borderline hoarding. I stuffed things in places and crammed things in, and hardly anything on display. And the main things I had on display were my Transformers, my Marvel, my comic book stuff, really, and everything else was all in boxes away. My Star Wars collection was really pretty much just put away, and that's been the pride of my collection, all my Transformers and my Marvel. So now I decided to really have a think. When I was sorting out, I actually sold quite a lot of figures, and as I was packing up and I was trying to get the everything all away and get things transported down here, I only had a few weeks, and I spent most of my weekend time selling stuff on eBay, getting rid of on eBay, and using the time to pack, to post. It was really hard, and I was having really bad panic attacks because I was thinking, what have I done with my money? What have I actually done? And that just made me flip out and went on a downward spiral, and I kind of like despised myself for a while. I was thinking, I got really nothing to show for except for this figure, and I just went, what am I doing? What am I doing? Yes, it brought me some happiness when I bought it. It's almost like borderline bipolar or something, I don't know, where I needed to buy something to fill a void to make me feel happy, and it was only sort of short term. Then I started buying because because I wanted, I needed it, and then once I found I was doing that, I needed to calm down my collection. So I put rules into place, which I have slightly broke, only slightly. So now, like I said, when I was packing down, I need to have a bit of a good review. So I got rid of the stuff I just didn't need. And I sold quite a lot, and I got quite a lot of money for it as well. So hence the reason why I invested that and got myself a PlayStation VR, which I love, I adore it. I mean, my partner uses that quite a lot. And so we're going to be having some games tonight, and hopefully we might do a live stream as well. So stay tuned for that. So cut a long story short, so as I decided to really just calm down my collection, because now living in with my girlfriend and having bills and more bills to have to pay, and petrol money with work and going extra distance as well, I have to really sort of calm down my collecting. In the past, like couple of months since I moved up here, I have bought 1, 2, 3. I have actually bought a lot, but I'm changing, pretty much sticking to 3 areas of collecting now. And the 3 areas I'm collecting is pretty much my Marvel Selects, Marvel Legends, and my Star Wars and my Transformers. Okay, but the Transformers, I'm only collecting the masterpieces, the ones I really want, and I got a good chunk what I really want anyway. So my collecting on that at the moment is in the right way. I'm only collecting the Transformers, the original G1 first volume as well, and I'm getting a few characters I loved from the other volumes as well, like Hot Rod and Ultra Magnus and things like that. So I'm waiting on a few extra ones to come out. You got the new Bumblebee coming out as well, which I do like the look of. A lot of people don't like that, but I do like that. So that's something I do want. The last figure I bought was the last figure I bought was Sunstreaker and the Make Toys Reflector as well, which Visualizer, which I needed in my collection, and I bought myself a couple of jets as well. So my collection at the moment on my Transformers masterpieces are where I want it to be, and it's going in a good direction. So, and plus they only come out about 3-4 times a year, so I can pick and choose which ones I want. Star Wars Black Series, that is the bane of my life at the moment because they're getting so good. I did have rules where I was gonna just collect as the bounty hunters. I got the bounty hunters I want, but now I'm collecting some of my favorite characters and ones that just look amazing, like General Grievous, one of my favorites. And now I always wanted an Emperor Palpatine. Now that's gonna get released with the throne. I've got that on pre-order with Amazon US, which is exclusive to them, so I'm gonna get that. But luckily for me, that's a good few months away. So at the moment now, I'm buying stuff second hand because I'm just scouring eBay and trying to get good deals. I'm really watching that money. Marvel, okay, that's I'm only collecting the cinematic universe. I'm not collecting anything comic book anymore. It's just no point. I'm only collecting just the Marvel Cinematic Universe. So at the moment now, I have to put in strict rules now as well, and I have to abide by it. Like I said, I'm only bending the rules slightly to get a figure I want, but it's always within in those areas. Okay, Star Wars are the ones bit of an open reign, sort of. Only the ones that look really good. And my Transformers got my rules, and my Marvel I got my rules. It's only the Star Wars one that I really do break those rules on Star Wars because I'm a massive Star Wars fan. But that's my collection at the moment, and I have spent in the last a couple of months 40, 60. I think I spent about in the last between January till now, in the last 3.5 months, I must have spent pretty much just on my Marvel and my Star Wars, because I'm not really buying any masterpieces at the moment because there's nothing I really want at the moment. But I spent pretty much about 150 in like 3 months, so that's not bad. I used to be nearly double that, but I've really sort of ringed that out at the moment. If I go to conventions, a figure I want, if I can afford it, I'll get it. The next convention now, which is going to be Mence in London, I'm not in a market for any figures. I'm only going to get 1 or 2 autographs, and that is me done. But yeah, so at the moment now, these rules need to be in place so I just don't overspend and don't really do myself out of money, because I got bills to pay, like Sky, I got my internet, I got the council tax and stuff like that, which I never had to pay for before, but now I am. So yeah, so I really got to be careful with my money at the moment. And just like Dave said, it's just, you really need to be careful. You don't want to go into debt. And that's something I have been in once before, and I'm not going to go down in that again. So yes, I got to be really sensible with my money. But I have been given a figure by Jason Wilderness, and he gave me this figure back in November last year. Because of the move and because of everything else that's happening, I just didn't get a chance to review it. But I am going to review that in the next couple of days. And I've got this as well. Absolutely love it. Absolutely love that as well. So I'm going to review that and do a good sort of video on that. So I've got that to do. I've got a few more Star Wars videos to come up. I've got one which I'm going to be editing and doing that very shortly. And hopefully I will be doing a video or live stream on the PlayStation 4 with the VR headset, which I've got. So yeah, so my content at the moment is going to start coming out as well, but some of it's going to be a little bit hit and miss depending on how that goes as well. But I might just do some convention videos as well, do something a bit different, do on the floor, do like a hyperlapse video, and then just put the music and put that out there, and think about doing stuff like that as well. And hence my movie goons is going to take more of a ride as well, and hopefully I'll get my partner Sarah involved in that as well. That'll be fun. I really do enjoy doing videos with Sarah. I did a couple on her channel. I did a podcast with her on Movie Goons, and I need to bring that all over as well. So that's some extra content as well. But anyway, that's pretty much me. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please give me a comment below, and if you do feel like tuning in more, or if you've got any suggestions how to sort of change my channel, or if there's any feedback you can give me, drop me a note down below as well. It'd be really good to talk to you as well. And everybody knows me on Facebook as well, so I even have a Facebook like page called Toy Therapy as well. So if you want to get me on there, you can. You can get me on Instagram as toy_therapy. You can also get me on Twitter as Movie Goons as well, so you can get me on there as well. So there's quite a lot of platforms where I do sort of communicate with people. So please drop me a line. It'd be good to talk to you as well. And if you do feel generous, please give me a subscribe as well. Hopefully the channel will grow, and I'll do some content that you'll like. So anyway, this is me for today, and I'll see you guys and girls later. And thank you very much for watching. Take care. Bye bye.